Hello. Welcome back to another video. I'm wearing these glasses because I feel smarter when I wear these glasses. Roll the intro. In this video, we're going to talk about self-doubt. Now, before you click off this video, I want to make sure we get one thing and one thing out of the way. If you like these videos, it would mean the world to me if you just hit that like and subscribe button. We are building this wonderful community where we make all these fun videos, but more importantly, we talk about mental health. If I'm being honest with you, a few days ago, I sat down at this very desk and I had a very bad mental health day. I just had a very bad mental health day. The reason why I had this mental health day, this bad mental health day, was I was doubting myself. We've all experienced self-doubt before, where we have this voice in our mind that just convinces us that we're worthless, that we can't do anything, that we're not good enough. We've all had that voice. And a few days ago, I had that voice right here on this desk, and it was loud as my mom watches this channel. Anyway, I had this voice in my head telling me that I wasn't good enough. And I was trying to do some work, and this voice was just really loud. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know why this voice was even in my head. And you might have the same voice in your head too. We all have it from time to time. That tells us that we're not good enough, we're not pretty enough, we're not strong enough, and we end up doubting ourselves. When I think about why I was even doubting myself to begin with, it honestly goes back to me having this hyper view of who I thought I was. Hyper view. Yes, I said hyper view. And what I mean by hyper view is I had this thought of myself that I had to accomplish everything in one day. I had this task list of like 25 things to accomplish in one day. And by the end of that day, I accomplished nothing. It was like from the outset, I had set this unrealistic goal to accomplish everything on that list. I wanted to pay my bills. I wanted to redecorate my office. I wanted to redesign my website for my company. I wanted to do it all. But sometimes we can't do it all. We can't do everything on a task list. Today, I want to take actionable steps to make sure that when I can really feel this doubtful voice coming on, well, I can fight that voice. How I battle this self-doubtful voice in my head is I do things like self-care. Self-care can be different for everyone. Today, well, I'm gonna shave this patch on my head. So, for me, self-care includes obviously getting a haircut like this, or being on vacation like this. It's currently 4 in the morning where I am. I'm in a very secret location. You'll find out where I am in the next vlog. But if self-care is not for you, I want to share with you some hardcore tips we can use every single day to battle self-doubt, because self-doubt is going to be there all the time. The first thing I want to share with you, if you are battling self-doubt, is to remember this one solid fact. No one really cares what you're doing. No one really cares about or will probably even remember what you're doing. So many times we put so much pressure on ourselves by thinking that everyone is watching us. Everyone is watching our every single move. But in reality, no one is watching us. And for me, a few days ago when I was having that bad mental health day, I thought if I didn't have the perfect website, if I didn't have the perfect business website, then no one would ever do business with me. When in reality, a website doesn't really matter that much if the product that you're selling or the service that you're selling is bad. The second thing I would love to share with someone like you who might be battling self-doubt is set a timer for 25 minutes. Let me explain. When you set a timer for 25 minutes, well, you work distraction-free and you promise yourself for the next 25 minutes of working that you're going to focus purely on that one task. You won't get distracted, you won't go on YouTube, you'll focus on that one task for 25 minutes. But at the end of that 25 minutes, you'll set another timer for 5 minutes to take a 5-minute break at the end of that 25 minutes. The reason why we do this is because sometimes we need a break. But more importantly, it gets us in the mindset of forcing ourselves to take action. There's this thing called paralysis by analysis, or analysis paralysis. We get caught up in it when we doubt ourselves so much and we don't take any form of action. How we force ourselves to take that action is to set a timer for 25 minutes, and at the end of that 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break to rest the mind. The last tip I want to share with you, if I'm being honest with you, it is literally 4 in the morning here where I am, and I am tired. I've been traveling all day. Remember this. It's a very simple thing. Come close. I won't bite. Come close. Yep. Well, not too close. You are not a failure just because you failed. Sometimes when we have bad mental health days and when we experience self-doubt, well, we tend to think just because we have failed one step, our entire rest of our day is one giant big failure. And honestly, it's not. When you fail at something, you're not a failure, you're just learning. And for me, if I go back in time to that one day where I had that bad mental health day, well, I would tell myself, just because I'm failing at making the website that I necessarily want, it doesn't mean that the entire website is going to be one giant failure. I'm just learning how to make a website. Plus, I don't even code. So that's what I got. That's what I got for you. The next time you have a bad mental health day, come back to this video. Because honestly, I want you to know that you're not alone in having bad mental health days, and everyone has a bad mental health day. We just have to take the appropriate steps to learn how to navigate through those bad times. Because so often, it can feel like you're the only person who feels this way. You're not the only person who feels this way. And this video, well, I hope it can help you. Come back next week on the new video to see where I am, this secret location. I can't tell you where it is yet. You might already know if you watched the last video. You should watch the last video somewhere in this link. Well, I'll see you soon. Well, until then, continue to be you, be your truth, and love yourself. Peace.